I'm out on the water, I don't have a visual impairment. At least that's what I feel like. I go out on the water and just to feel the wind in my face, feel the water, the spray, and you know, it's like I'm just like anybody else when I'm on the water. I started to go blind when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and it's caused from a tumor growing on my optic nerve, crushing it. And I see shapes and shadows now. The sun really gives me a really big glare, so it's better for me to, when it's kind of gloomy and rainy out, I see kind of better then. Eddie, come here. And you were in the water. It actually attaches to this, and so you set the speed and the length of the rope or whatever, and when the rope gets to about, I think it's 90 degrees or whatever, it signifies this and a horn blast goes off. And so that signifies just like me going around the buoys that are in the lake now. So then I can hear them, so when I cross back and forth to the right, this turns, and it goes beep, 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 back and forth.
No, Ryan is a good athlete. He's a really, really good athlete. So the water skiing part of it wasn't overly difficult. He's a very challenging guy. He's self-directed, so he wanted to be successful in competition. So he knew he had to work hard, and he's focused on that. This has become a big part of his life. So he works at it hard. He trains in the wintertime, weight trains, works with all the sports science people at the university to try and be as good an athlete as he can.
I came to the Saskatoon Water Ski Club, that's where we are now, and they had a clinic. It was a one-time thing, clinic, come out for a day, try skiing, and go home kind of thing. And I did it, I loved it, I wanted to continue, but it was a one-day thing. So, it's my coaches saw that I was, passionate about it, and I really wanted to do it.
We just were going to go around once for everybody because we weren't sure how much they were going to like it. He wanted to go around and around and around, and so we got him up, and it went really well. Then once we were sort of done, he said, "Well, when do I get to go again?" And I said, "Well, okay, we'll take you again." So we took him again, not realizing we were trying to create an opportunity for people visually impaired for that clinic day. But when it was over, Ryan said, "No, one more."
A lot of people, from the club even here said, it's crazy that I'm doing this, and, they don't, but they push me to go more and more. It's like, oh, you should try do this trick, or you should try go further on the jump, and like all these, they're thinking I'm nuts, but they're pushing me to go even further, so it's kind of fun that way. Yeah, I still need to work on that 720 thing.
Yeah. The first groove is good.
last year, I work at a place called Eastside Mario's here in Saskatoon, and they tricked me. I went on a TV show. I didn't know it was a TV show at the time, and it was called Canadian Undercover Boss. And about a week later, they brought me to head office in Toronto. The company gave me $15,000 to help me in getting ready for my Disabled World Championships that are coming up here in August.
Now, this will be his third Worlds. He competed in France in his first World, placed third in all three events, and then third overall. Then we went to Ohio for the next Worlds, and Ryan didn't have as good a tournament, still placed third, but didn't have his best tournament. So we came home and kind of regrouped, and we've been working on some new stuff, changed a few things.
I'm competing for Canada. You know, that's what any athlete really wants, is they want to compete for their country, and I love competing, and it's when I go, I'm just like any athlete. I'm trying to go for the gold. I'm trying to stand up on the podium and be proud to be Canada. To be part of Canada. My coaches, LaRosse Kelnick and Dave Wassel, they're the main reasons why I'm here. You know, they brought me out to the clinic. You know, they really made it who I am today within the sport of water skiing. You know, without them, I wouldn't be here today, and I would not be competing for Canada.
Don't bring the hand down, bring the knee up. You're cheating. Another set, here we go.
And LaRosse and I talked about it. We said, okay, we're going to provide some time to coach him, and we're both career coaches, so we said, okay, we've got the ability. We don't have a lot of understanding about visually impaired. We learned a lot at the clinic. Ryan taught us a lot.
They made me crawl around on it and feel the ramp, and so I knew what I was hitting, but it was more of a hitting and then flopping. I was going at a really low speed at a really low ramp, just to feel what it would be like and go through the motions. I didn't know what to think. I was pretty scared, actually.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sasktel.com. Max Local programming is now available online at maxonline.sasktel.com.